Good day, my little robins. It's me, Beth. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another gameplay video. Yes, you're going to be surprised. We are not playing Tokyo Revengers today. Today we are checking out Tears of Themos, or Themos. I'm still not quite sure, how to pronounce it after 3 years. This is an otome, or otome, dating sim game from, HoYoverse. Yes, the Genshin people. And it's been out, I believe, in the West since 2021, towards the end, and I actually played this game when it first came out, and I played it religiously for about a year, but then I kind of uninstalled the app, and then I reinstalled it like last year, and I was like, I'm gonna have to start from scratch because I did not know any of the mechanics that had been updated. And since I'm doing free-to-play content here on the channel, I decided why not attempt to play this game free-to-play, because I've heard that it's got a lot better at being like free-to-play, like friendly. Pretty much the premise is, you just saw like briefly the image of the girl, you play a female protagonist, you're a lawyer, you do solve court cases, and there's going to be a multitude of guys. Well, I say guys. I say a multitude as well. There's 4 guys. It's an anime game it's a dating sim. But with gacha mechanics. This is Luke. He's like your childhood best friend. I always forgot how weird this introduction is. Oh, he dropped his key. I actually forget that this bit's not voiced. But this is like a really interesting game, especially the fact that it's from the Genshin people. And they still seem to be like updating it quite frequently from what I've seen, because I did log into my paid account that I did last year when I got back into the game. And again, I'd forgotten all the mechanics, so this lovely free-to-play account is going to be hopefully maybe your introduction into the game and my reintroduction into the game. But yeah, I definitely remember this introduction being very, very weird. This is Marius. He's like a student, bit cocky, bit rich, but I actually remember him vaguely being one of my favourites when I first played the game. But for a game that was like 2021, I think this is like visually like very good, like graphic-wise. Because I have played like the anime, like I've played Nightbringer and like Obey Me. But I kind of like the mechanics in this because it's like court cases. It's interesting. The story's interesting. What was he painting? Oh, was he painting us? Ooh. But yeah, this will be an experience for me as well, because I actually completed the first couple of chapters before I stopped playing the game. And so there's been multiple chapters since, so there's quite a bit of gameplay, so I thought this would just be a different game than playing Tokyo Revengers all the time. Are we dead? Why are we in a graveyard and it's raining? There's Artem. Or Mr. Wing. He is our boss at the law firm we work at. Conveniently placed branch. Let's see who he was giving flowers to. This tombstone has writing on. Oh, here we go. There's my boy. Here's my Vin. When I eventually wake up. Oh, my boy. He became my new favourite after Marius. Dr. Richer or Vin. I feel like I need to turn the volume up just because I feel like the music's loud in this game, but the characters talk quite quietly. He is a psychiatrist. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Pretty much a shrink. It's pretty much the obligatory. You're set up to question his motives, but eventually he did become my favourite character. Maybe I've got a thing for like white-haired dudes in these games, but I think this is meant to be like endgame. But starting with like endgame, making you question things, and then you play the game from scratch, from the beginning. Because it's kind of implying that you're dead, that you've died. And it's like, yeesh, what type of lawyer are you? Drama. I mean, if he wants to like sing me to sleep, I wouldn't say no. All four of the male characters in this game, they have their unique quirks, their qualities, their pros and cons. Like I said, when I first started playing the game, when it came out in 2021, I was a Marius girl, but I've slowly become more into Vin. Don't look into that, I do not need to go see a shrink. I also have the Japanese like voice on as well. But yeah, I feel like it is a very long-winded introduction for what it is, but ayo. But my premise is that it's definitely my premise. My thought is that's meant to be like endgame, and then now you're starting from scratch. And now you start the mystery. This does come into play later on, by the way, just FYI. Like I said, I played the first couple of chapters of the game, and I'm refreshing myself. I do appreciate the voice acting in this game. I don't think it ever got like there were no English options, so it's never been dubbed in English, but there's Japanese, there's Chinese, there's like Korean. But I do like the Japanese voice cast, so I wouldn't be opposed if they had dubbed it in English. Ooh, Raven, that key looks very familiar, almost as if we saw you in our dream, Luke. Ooh, code names. And this is your character. I feel like most people would, like, read out these lines, but, like, I don't think I've got the voice for that, so I'm just going to be completely honest. Let's just go with my name. Because I'd much rather the characters call me by my real name than, like, my YouTube name. But you can change your name later. I like that. Oh yeah, I work in this law firm. Okay, yeah, sure, you can take this important box. That delivery driver would not be getting, like, 5 stars. Like I said, the visuals in this game, mwah, some of the card designs, there's a reason I like my gacha games, and especially like my card games, and some of the artwork is very impressive, very top tier. And I'm kind of happy that, you know, they've kind of kept constant updates on this game, apparently in terms of, like, new events. However, I'm not sure how many of those events are reruns, because, like I said, I haven't played the game in a while. Oh, his voice, though. I'm actually not sure how much I'll get done in this part 1, because I want to keep the video under an hour. This is introducing some of the mechanics in the game. And, like, it'll give you, like, an item, and then there'll be, like, 3 to 5 boxes at the top, and you've kind of got to figure out the information. And once you've got all of that, it will let you tick it off. Oh, look at him. A lot of people online really like Autumn. And I think there's, like, a lot of, like, Luke fans as well. And I feel like Marius kind of now flies under the radar. But like I said, currently I'm a Vin girl, but Autumn, yes, please. He's a very helpful boss. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of story before you actually get into the game mechanics. And, like, the Gatcha system, learning the rules of the game. This is the first case that we have to take on. Pretty much this guy works for, like, an app that wants to sell premium services to restaurants, and pretty much the owner says no. The girl works for the owner, Winnie, and there is a case of, like, food poisoning. That's literally the trial for the first one. Here we go. Okay, maybe I forgot that. I think it's because that first intro is really long-winded. It's going to let us pull a vision for free. So you have to use 10 of these tiers in order to draw 10 times. I always skip just so I can see the cards. So you have the R cards. You then have, like, SR cards. I've even saw recently, like, an SSS card, and I was like, fair dues, that's new. Here's the SR card. We got Luke. But yeah, you're always guaranteed an SR card. And that's like the main banner, which I believe is always there. But then you've got the rotating banners. So this is like the screen where you do the story. I want to say there's like 10 levels before you get to like the trial, like boss thing at the end. I always do auto build because the game actually is very good at ordering cards around. But yeah, this is what makes it different because you're debating. So it's not like you're sending the characters out to fight. And in the corner you have your triangle, so you have red, blue, green. You have weaknesses, strengths. You get more health the more levels you go up. And it gives you like a timer on how many attempts you've got. So really I would need blue, I believe, for this. Yeah, because blue beats red. And ironically I got given a blue card. I'm actually not sure if they always give you a blue card, because there's 4 characters, so they could and each character is going to have a blue SR card, but look at that, I won the debate. Trust me, they get harder. You will have to level up your cards. FYI. And oh look, it's telling me now you should really do this. You should really up the card level. So yeah, you use these chips which you unlock playing the game. There are like item drops and like item levels where you can earn the chips, etc, etc. And they're quite generous with like the XP gain if you use the cards in a debate. Because even if you don't use a card in the debate, if it's in your like party and in your setup, all the cards get the same XP. So very generous that way. You get that for free. Okay, now it lets you have a bit of free-for-all, as I said. Oh no, in this case there are 15 levels, and then you have the 16 is normally like the trial, where you have to like plead your case. Let's have a look around. I would say the home screen. About to reveal my birthday. Yeah, hurry up. Let me just do my birthday. Let me do it. Oh. Lots of generous. We'll do that. I unlocked that VIN card, the SSS card, and oh, the story behind it. Oh. Definitely a VIN girl. In the comments below, if you've played this game, who's your favourite? Who's your ult? My birthday is the 18th of April. So yeah, this is pretty much, it shows you your level. You can put your nice cards here. At the minute, I'll put my SR there. You have this, you have like your mailbox. Due to long-term impacts of the pandemic, the voice actors and staff, the Japanese voices will not be installed in the main story and event main stories from now on. Okay. Fair dues. Okay. So, I might have to... So, I'll have the Japanese voice until they stop voicing. That's interesting that due to COVID, they were like, yeah, we're just not going to have the Japanese voice actors. A little bit weird if you ask me. But they've probably got their reason. You have the shop. Your monthly thing that you can like pay for. I feel like you have to do this just to get the... Anything that says new, I would highly recommend clicking it just to get it off. Otherwise, it can be very annoying. But there is currency in-game that you can use to buy this. I would actually say the currency is pretty cheap compared to a lot of like otome games, but it can also be slightly more, I would say, complicated than some of the games I play. And what I say by that, I play Obey Me, the original, and the Nightbringer, which was the prequel. You can unlock like backgrounds for like your profile. Nope. We are not buying anything. This is free to play. I just accidentally pressed it. Because it doesn't let you just... So I'm going to leave these and I'm just going to have to avoid the shop. But that's going to really annoy me. You have the tasks, you then have daily tasks, which you get rewards for. Each one will give you like XP and like rewards. You've then got the event tab. You have the sign-in, which is daily sign-in. Rookie tasks, which 7 days worth of tasks. And you have to complete things like the story, you have to like upgrade characters, you have to upgrade cards, etc. etc. Interest, investment fund. I'm not sure actually, no, I believe this is paid for. This is a new event, which I am completely not sure what it's about, but we'll just skip-a-roo. That's over, or it's running out of time. That's just giving you like a starter gift. Most of these events will have like rewards like, oh, log into the game, complete tasks, etc, etc, to level up like these event passes. I think I had the event passes when I did my paid account, like when the game first started. You do get quite a bit of extra. You have gift, which is just pretty much introductory items, pretty much being like, oh, look how cheap it is. You've then got energy down here in the corner. You've got your phone, which is where you can do texts and calls, and these top 4 icons is where you can do visits with characters to build up your relationship. Cards at the bottom. Visions is the Gatcha element. You don't unlock Nicks until later on. You don't unlock until chapter 4. I do have 18, so I can do 10 pulls. This is the banner that's always there. This banner, I believe, is coming to an end. The 8th of the 11th? Yeah. This is the one that I pulled on my paid account recently, and I got Vin and the story behind the card. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. This is a rotation banner. It's on until the 15th. So I would say, if they give you anything initially, I would just pull off the standard banner, because some of the banners will have different currency, which you have to earn from the events. Oh, look at that! Gentleman's game. He can ride me. Don't know why I said that. No. Don't question me. But I got a green. Very pretty. It's pretty much also the same mechanic as like a lot of other games. If you pull multiple cards of the same one, that's how you upgrade. So pulling actually off the standard banner, it does give you like a lot of good cards. Like, sure, you want the SSRs and like the triple S cards, but if you can get some pretty good like SR cards like on the back burner, I would highly recommend it. And if you do pull a card multiple times, it will say here like upgradable. You just go here, and it gives the card more attack and defense. Same here. Confirm. Yeah, we'll level him up even though he's going to go to the party. Maybe I won't waste the gold ones. But as you can see, you have evolve. You have 3 evolutions. You evolve the card. There's also a story that unlocks from level 10, and you get rewards here, which then the chips can be used to buy more wishes. You also get affection, which raises the level, which makes those cards more powerful. If you've played a gacha game, or you've played like an otome, like dating sim game, I don't know why I'm explaining this to you, because you should be pretty well versed in what the game has to offer. But yeah, so at the minute there are, how many? There's 8. And I believe I actually played the first 2, episode 1 and episode 2, before I gave up, like a year into playing the game. We'll just do a couple more levels, so story, and then there'll be a debate, story, then a debate. If you do want to see me play more of this game, then I'm probably going to do it regardless, and I'll probably rotate between Tokyo Revengers and this game, because I seem to be only playing Tokyo Revengers when there's like an event on. Whereas this game, I can kind of progress through the story with you guys, and well, we can go on this lovely dating sim journey together. There is a lot of dialogue in this game though, so just... Which is why I feel bad if they've definitely stopped recording the Japanese voices, because even like the NPCs are voiced, so I do feel bad. If we ever get to that stage and they stop voicing it, I will just have to swap. I've heard the Korean voice actors are very good, so we might have to swap to that. As I said, there's food poisoning. There's always greedy big business going after little business. Boulder Legal, they're like pretty much the main like opposition law firm you'll go against in some of the trials. When I first heard this game and I realised you were going to be doing like lawyer and like trials, my first thought did go to like Phoenix Wright and like objection, but it's not as over the top and camp as Phoenix Wright when it comes to the court cases. I'm just going to point that out there, but if you've played the Phoenix Wright games, maybe you can give this game a go. You don't have to be involved in like the romance element, you can just be in it for the card collecting or the story. I like it, it's like, oh, the trial's next Wednesday, by the way, so we've got like a week. This is another mechanic where you have to question witnesses to get key information out of them to be used in the trial. Yep, Pedro, he works at a company that's trying to pressure the old guy into buying premium service. Oh, if you buy the premium services, oh, there's nothing dodgy about this. If you hear me drinking in the background, it's because I'm drinking in the background. And my metal straw might be clanking. Something tells me that Pedro's the bad guy. You probably use adulterated ingredients? I don't even know what that word means. And you'll be given, like, evidence, which then, sorry, you've got to use in the trial. Some bits will be more relevant than others. So you kind of have to focus on the story to realise which bits of evidence you can actually use, because, like the court case, you can fail it. You don't want to fail it. Thank you, blonde-haired boy. So we have our first bit of evidence. Oh, this grandpa, he just sounds like such a good guy. Okay, more evidence. There we go, we got all the key information. Sometimes it will lead you down, like, red herrings. It's like, oh, you're gonna give me your rookie lawyer? Who's he on the phone to? Oh, he knows Vin. I think we'll do one more, like, debate, and then we'll call it quits for this part 1. I'm definitely going to do a part 2, and I'll probably try and complete chapter 1. But there's a bit of a long-winded introduction, so we'll see how that goes. But if you have enjoyed this game, you want to download it, it's available on Android, iOS, you can probably get it on, like, your computer. But yeah, tell me if you've enjoyed the game, if you played it before, if you're gonna give it a go, etc., etc. Comments is the place to go to start a conversation. Or if you have any other recommendations for, like, games that you think I would like, I'm very open-minded. I mean, if you know any good dating sims, then feel free to send them my way. When you run out of cards, you have to use a round to replan your cards. Probably should have used the red there because it was green, but the SR do have more power than the R cards, so it swings and roundabouts. And my card's leveled up. So yeah, we'll go back to the home page. Do I have anything else that needs doing? No. But like I said, that is part 1. I hope you guys liked the video. I'm going to do more. I'm going to rotate between this and Tokyo Revengers, because this is definitely more story driven, and I would say equally Gatcha-y as Tokyo Revengers, but whereas that's more puzzle, and then you get the story in the events. Tears of Themis, I'm not even sure if I'm saying that name right. It's very story driven, but yeah, I'll definitely be playing more of this in the future. As I said, comments is the place to go if you want to talk about this game, other games. I want to start a conversation because I love talking to you guys, but let's just wrap up this video before I continue to ramble. If you'd like to support me and the channel in the future, you can by clicking like to show me some love. You can click subscribe and tap that bell to be notified when I upload on this channel. At the end of this video, you can check out my last 2 videos or playlist, depending on what mood I'm in when I'm editing this. Until next time, I'm Beth, Mediagirl94. Goodbye.